Hey people, this is a bit awkward because this is kind of like post-recording. Why? Because technically I found out that my mic wasn't open. Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. See, this is why you gotta do tests. Anyhow, this here is a bit of a talk about David Cage recent article, fairly recent article, where he was, you know, stating that games should not be classified, or no one should be allowed to classify what a game is, and then naming stuff such as, oh, well, there is a certain type of people that just want to stick to the same stuff, but with higher polygons, and blah blah blah. All this as a retort towards feedback he received about his game Beyond Two Souls. Now, I personally don't really like David Cage. I don't really like what he's been, the smack talk he's been pulling off in the last few months, even with his little conference he had on the PS4 reveal, talking about, oh, with these amount of polygons, we can show more emotions. Yeah, that's a bit ironic that, he brought that whole polygon shit in. While he was just going, oh, look, the amount of polygons, more emotions, blah, blah, blah. So, after hearing about this, I got a couple of things to say. Dear David Cage, don't try to bullshit your way out of this. People don't like your game because it's, basically you are bullshitting people in your game. Main focus is, and I played the demo, and I'm not even tempted to purchase your fucking game. Now, you have this creature, this entity, this ghost called Aiden, which has powers, and basically there's a tutorial in the demo. I'll share the link because I played that demo for the Angry Maddie channel. Now, you have powers. There's a tutorial telling you how to use your powers, what's the situation, blah blah blah. But as soon as you get into a crucial situation, oh, powers off. Wait, what? Don't I have ghost powers? Yeah, but the story will tell you when and where you're gonna use those powers. Really now? Fuck you. No. You're giving the player ghostly powers, these kind of psychic powers. I can move objects, I can create some kind of a force field, I can take over people, but I cannot use them at will. What is this assery? Haven't you seen or gone through Game Design 101? You're giving me uber powers, and then they're only coming into use when the story tells me to. That's like taking away my guns and Bayonetta. Oh, because the story told me to. Now you're only going to be able to punch and kick, but no guns and no swords, because the story at this point does not allow you to do that. Man, bullshit. Okay, bullshit number 2 is your fucking piece of shit QuickTime event. You guys know my views on QuickTime events. Okay. This time, he found a way, or his design, he found a way to make the design even worse. How can you make QuickTime events worse? How can you make it worse than Lords of Shadow? How can you make it worse than Heavy Rain? How can you make it worse than... Okay, well, that's easy. How can you make it worse? You turn it a bit into Dragon's Lair. But, yeah, you turn it into Dragon's Lair, where... Okay, you're gonna have to press the analog in the direction you feel the character is going to interact with. So, depending on the scene, you get a little slow motion where you're gonna have to press the analog stick in direction. Down to duck, forward to punch, or counterattack. Back wasn't shown in the tutorial. And as soon as you get, because the tutorial shows you which are the direction and types of interaction, but as soon as you get into a crucial situation, guess, just guess. We're gonna bring this Dragon's Lair thing back without having beautiful animation. Don Bluth, you my man. But still, we're gonna bring this Dragon's Lair shit back, but we are not going to tell you what to do and where to interact. Actually, Dragon's Lair had a better lock-on system because it bleeped where you were supposed to go. This game doesn't even fucking tell you. It's like, you know what, just guess. So you're in this tension when you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to do this. Maybe she's gonna duck. Maybe she can take him. And now, after all this stress and frustration, all this to come to the conclusion that whatever you do, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Why? Because you still progress. There are scenes where you can just let your controller on the floor, you know, take your hits or whatever, and the scene is still going to progress. Why? I'm still trying to piece up and analyze this game design because, you know, that's my little trip. Analyzing game design and such. That's why I had this one episode of game design run back. Next episode, once I get a better mic. Sorry, people. But I'm still wondering why. Why are you giving the player these kind of fake, stressful interactions? These fake type of powers. Only to have nothing really come out of it? So that the story keeps going on? This is a step backward from Heavy Rain, where Heavy Rain, you'd better not fuck up, or your character could fucking die. You get like 2 or 4 chances depending on the scene, or you're dead, and this character's gone, and the story's gonna go on differently. But here, your story still goes on. It doesn't really matter. You might get into an extra scene like what happened in my demo, where that segment didn't finish as early as it did or should have. There's a little extra scene, but aside from that, you still go on. That's about it. There's a couple of flaws when it comes to that design, and oddly enough, you can just go back to the whole ghostly powers. Well, if I fuck up too many scenes, then hey, Ghost, help me. Oh, okay, well, Uber Ghost is here to help me with half-breed powers because not all the powers are working. It's a mess. And then looking at the storyline, you're going through multiple phases of her life, but it doesn't really feel like it matters. So, again, David Cage, who the fuck are you to talk all this kind of smack? Okay. Now, if I want to go back and be a bit more professional about this, I'll tell you the same thing I said to, what's his name? Phil Fish from Fez. Take the feedback, you know, just take that feedback, all this criticism, this feedback, and work upon it, or cater to a specific audience, and then fuck the rest. Because in this industry, with any kind of artwork and art form, you can't cater to everyone. You just can't. Hell, I can't please everyone with my drawings. Some people can't please everyone with their singing. You just can't please everyone. So cater to your audience and also listen to their feedback, and just run with it. But don't pull out this bullshit where no one is allowed to determine what a game is. The rest just want higher polygon. No. That just makes you look like a pompous asshat who's whining after getting a bad review. And you're better than that. Hell, you've made Indigo Prophecy. That was fun. For what it was worth. But Beyond Two Souls just feel like something else. And basically, you're not catering to my audience. but it's just a bit frustrating to hear you talk all this bullshit. Especially while, if you want to go into this kind of cinematic experience, there's fucking Walking Dead, and I'm having much more fun with that game. While not being a huge fan of the series, I actually went back, checked out the TV series, and I'm gonna look at the comic. All that after playing the game. And it's doing a much better job at this cinematic style of experience. Why? Because they're not bullshitting me with cheap ass gameplay and incoherent type of stuff. And the storytelling is much better too. I'm gonna have to go play Wolf Among Us. I haven't even read the comic, fucking I'm just jumping onto it. But that's because they do it better. So, yeah, here's a little 2 cents on that. Who knows? David Cage doesn't give a fuck about all those videos. Or maybe he does. Frankly, cater to your audience and stop being a whiner like that. Stop being a whiner. Take the feedback. Like, I'm gonna have to get a better mic. Seriously, people, I'm gonna toss the Yeti mic on the side as like another side project on its own and just buy a fucking $30 Logitech. I'm gonna get better sound quality. Again, special shout out to Siberia. Your headset sucks. That's 2 of them. 2 to 3 of them that just broke in a row. Fuck you. Going back to Logitech, which broke after 3 months, but at least, I'll have a mic. Man, there goes this sweet Diablo 3 headsets. $80 down the drain. As for you guys, I will see you on the next Let's Play Lollipop Chainsaw. Yeah, that's coming up next. Oh, and I also got another special treat after, straight up after. So I might be able to put at least 2-3 videos back to back for Lollipop Chainsaw and then move to the next thing. What else? Nothing else, man. I'm gone. Oh, and as for the storyboard, since this is post-recording, I actually outline everything in black. Yeah, I kind of scrapped this. It ain't easy. Anyway, thanks guys. See you later. Bye.